quite a lot. So I'll just get it for you back in a minute. Here we go. It's a brick. No, not really a brick. Basically it's cocoa brick made from the coconut byproduct. Now we don't have the peat that we used to have, because peat is not ecologically friendly. I'll go more into that in a moment, but what I will do is I'll show you what this is. Oh dear, out in the winter too much. Let's see what we've got now. This basically is the furry bit of the coconut. Now this little brick will make you about 8-10 litres of fluffy stuff to go in your seed mix. Now all you do with it is you place it in a large container big enough to cover it, and cover it in warm water. Leave it for about half an hour, and then it's about 8-10 times the size it is now, and then you break it down and add it to your compost. In the meantime, I'll put this in the bucket and we'll see what we have. Right, I'm going to empty this into there. Floating nicely, and quite simply we now leave that for half an hour. Right, that's the coir in there. It's been there for half an hour, so basically it's virtually ready. A bit soggy, but virtually ready. So what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at that and then see how you get on. There it is, all fluffy, bit soggy at the moment. Longer you leave it in the water the better, but in the end it comes out just like your compost from your compost bag. So remember, that's all there is to it. Just add some water, 5 litres of water to a kilo block. We do it with a 5 kilo block, so we end up with like 20 odd litres of water. Hence the fact I use this wheelbarrow, because it's big, it's sturdy. Whilst that's sort of doing nicely by itself, what we'll do is I'll explain to you why we have to do this. Many years ago, until recently, there was peat that was put into the compost for the gardeners to use within them, because really it was virtually nutrient free, but it absorbed water and it was ideal. So people used to go out, dig up this peat and turn it into compost. Great. But the problem was the eco-friendly part of it. Once you dug it up, that's it. And they were digging up all the peat moss fields, and slowly they were starting to run out. But the trouble was, as the peat was being dug up, it was releasing a lot of CO2, which, as we all know, is one of the reasons why the world is a little bit warmer than it used to be, to put it politely. And they've come up with this coconut coir. It's been around for years, decades. They've been making brushes out of it, and doormats and all sorts of things. Well, now they grind it all up, pulverise it, dry it down, and make it into bricks, or as we buy it, huge, great big 5 kilo blocks. Today, just to show you what it does, I'm just making a little 1 kilo block. But next time you buy it, you get it for about £5, which is actually cheaper than buying seed mix. And then you can add it to your compost and make your seed mix, etc. At the next video, I'll show you how to make the seed mix with the coir and everything. So keep tuned, and we will then have seed mix. these buckets will end up being used. Quite easy. It's just one of those things that we have hanging around. You've probably seen them around, they're bendy, and basically they can be used in many, many different ways. You will see these being used by me throughout the video because I think they're brilliant. But remember, coir, 1 kilo block, 5 litres of water, leave it for half an hour. That's really all there is to it. So I'll come back in half an hour and have a look and see what we've got, and then I'll show you that. Okay, have fun. There it is, all fluffy, bit soggy at the moment. The longer you leave it in the water the better, but in the end it comes out just like your compost from your compost bag. So remember, that's all there is to it. Just had some 5 litres of water to a kilo block. We do it with a 5 kilo block, so we end up with like 20 odd litres of water. Hence the fact I use this wheelbarrow, because it's big, it's sturdy. Right, that's it for the coir. Quite straightforward. Hope you've taken that on board. It's drying out nicely now, and it'll be ready in about 10 minutes time. I'll put it into a big plastic container, and then we'll use it for, yes, seed mix. That means we're coming to the point where we're going to be making seed mix, potting mix, and various other bits and pieces, and we will be planting seeds. Propagators, it will all come into use, and we'll take it from there. But in the meantime, have fun with your coir and see how far you can go with it. Thank you. One final bit. If you like this video, click like. A little thumbs up is all we need. If you've got any questions on what we're doing, comment. There's a comment box. Ask your question. It's going to get answered. Every single question is always answered with us. And of course, if you want an update as to when we release new videos, they will be quite regular. So click on subscribe and you will never miss out on anything that we do. In the meantime, keep on growing.